Hello everyone, here Dr. Yesenia Garcia from Get It Straight Orthodontic Coaching. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about do-it-yourself in-house orthodontic aligners. Okay, a lot of people have asked me about this, so I decided to put something together that will talk to you about the benefits of doing your aligners in office. So I'm going to talk to you about the benefits, and you ask yourself if this is for you and how much do you have to invest to get to that level where you can do your aligners yourself in office. Okay, so first of all, let's talk a little bit about the benefits. So first, you are going to have a decreasing overhead and obviously increasing profits, because by doing your aligners in office, if the cost of the aligners will be for a case about $200, and then let's say you do some refinements or some other things for this patient, night guards and all that, let's say it's a total of $500 per case. Well, that is really a lot of savings. Now, it's going to decrease your time with the clean check, because you don't have to go back and forth anymore with the lab technicians, and when they make mistakes or they don't move it as you want, then you don't have to change this, change that, and it will decrease the time that you have to be dealing with the clean checks, which will increase your profitability, because now you can spend time in other things like doing crowns, veneers, or doing something in the clinic that will actually bring you some production. You're going to have a faster aligners turnover, because you can have a case and then just do the clean check, and then if you want to deliver your aligners next day for your patient, you can go ahead and deliver your aligners next day for the patient. Now, you are going to increase also the quality of your aligners. For everybody that has seen the aligners that I do at my office, I use the Orchestrate system and I use the Jewel 3D printer, and we are going to go over this a little bit later. But the quality of the aligners is definitely higher than the aligners that you get from Invisalign. You're going to have the ability to modify the treatment when you need it without delay. So let's say that the aligners are not tracking, because you're not going to print the first 20 aligners. You're just going to do maybe 6 aligners at a time. And you see it's not tracking, then you can just rescan and redo the aligners and get to modify that without having to go again back and forth with any technician. Number 6, you will be more efficient in your prosthetic flow. Well, what do I mean by that? If you need to do some temporary restorations for the patient and you already have printed the models for that patient, you can use those models for the stand, so you can have your lab technician to wax up those stands for you. And I don't have to say much about the benefits of having an in-house lab technician with you. For me, it's very efficient and very useful, but for you as a general practitioner, it's more useful than me, because you can have the lab technician do a lot of things like wax ups, night guards, stents, surgical stents. Like, you can do a lot of things in your office that you're already paying a lab fee for another place to do it for you, and this time you're just going to do it in-house, and you have that lab technician in-house for a salary, which is a standard salary, and then you're not increasing your overhead, you're actually decreasing it. Plus the cost of all the materials and the PBS and all that, you're going to save in all that. Now, at the end, all this is to decrease the stress as well. We want to have somebody that will work with us, that will get us the product that we want faster, that will decrease the workload, so I don't have to spend much time in the chair with my patients. So I will decrease the stress. And by decreasing the stress, well, and I'm also decreasing my stress financially, because I am decreasing my lab bill significantly, then you can decrease the stress by just taking more vacations. That's what I say. Like, how much is your profitability? And that profitability will make you will make you have less stress. Now, Number 9, you're going to definitely increase the quality of care in a lot of aspects. By giving the aligners to the patient in a faster way, you're increasing your customer service. By increasing the quality of your aligners, you're increasing the quality of care. Then you're going to have more time for other things that you can do in the office. So it definitely increases the quality of care of the patients. And by doing all this, your patients are going to be happier, they're going to refer you more patients, and your office team will be happier as well. Why? Because you don't have to keep track of the cases. Did Invisalign send me the cases? Did they don't? Are they delete? Have they given me the clean check? Do I have to get back with the lab technician? Is the doctor upset because the case is not here? Or do I have to reschedule the patient because maybe the clean check didn't turn out as I wanted, so I had to return it and the clean check took longer? All these things will make your office, your patients, and your team to be happier. Now, you have to ask yourself, is this for me? Well, first of all, you have to spend a lot of education in orthodontics to be able to get to the standard of cares that we want to be. So that requires a lot of education, a lot of training. And my recommendation is for you to be at least 3 years doing orthodontics with aligners. Now, why 3 years? Well, I would say 3 years because in 3 years, you have been able to finish cases and you have been able to evaluate yourself on those cases and evaluate yourself on your retention methods. And you have already determined what works for you and what doesn't. And that way you will be able to excel in treatment with clear aligners, which is different than treatment with fixed appliances or braces. Now, there is a learning curve, and if you have some staff turnover, which we all have, you have to consider that because in my case, I lost the person that was doing my aligners like 8 months ago, and then I had to train somebody else, but there's no problem because the system that I use has a great support, and we had learned and I had trained more than one person, so when one person left, then the other one was able to carry on, and then we got a lab technician and everything was fine. But those are things that you definitely have to consider. Now, we're going to talk about how much do you have to invest. So I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. The total is going to be about $20,000. But how does that $20,000 come from? Well, let's start by the 3D printer, which is going to be about $6,000. I use the Jewel 3D printer. And then you will need some resin for that printer, which is going to be about $1,000 for 250 models. Then you're going to need the software as well to move your teeth. I use the Orchestrate 3D, which is about $5,000 for the software with 4 licenses. You really don't use all the licenses. I will tell you that I use about 2 in the office all the time. The lab and me just in the cases. Now, there's going to be some materials and supplies that you will need for the month. It's going to be about $200 to $300, depending on if you do aligners, night guard, and the different ones. Now, you will need some machines for doing the vacuum form aligners. So here is like the Mini Star. It's really great. It's by Great Lakes and it's about $2,600. It comes with a lot of material. They give you a really good deal for that. Great Lakes is a great company for you to get some supplies for aligners and burrs and all those things. And then if you are going to do the night guards, definitely you consider to have the Drufomat from Dentsply Sirona, which it depends on where you buy it or how you buy it, or if you get it through a deal that something used or something, you can get from $3,000 to $5,000, but it just really depends. So we will say that it's going to be about that. And then last but not least, you are going to need some basic training, which Orchestrate 3D, which is the system that I use, provides. You have to fly there for that. It's going to cost you about $1,600 plus all the flights and everything, and depending how many people from your team you want to get there. Now, I will tell you that that training will help you a little bit. However, If you want to accelerate your learning and you want to decrease that learning curve, in the sense or the time that you take to go over that learning curve, I would encourage you to sign up for GIS Ortho. That way you can get some training on how to make the aligners. You can get the support. I can definitely help you on teaching you how to do your aligners. And we are about to offer a course where we fly to your office and we will show you in your office on how to make the aligners, which I think that's really, really important, because for us, we went there, and then when we came to our office, it was a total different setup. Everybody has a different setup. It was a total different system, different flow. So I can definitely help you on how to accelerate the performance when you're doing clear aligners. So don't forget to sign for GIS Ortho. The membership is only $49 a month. So, you know, it is a great deal. And then you can watch our webinars and everything that we offer there. So now we ask ourselves, does a $20,000 investment make sense for me? Well, let's just take a look at it. I'm just doing like simple numbers here. I'm gonna give you an example. Average with everything that I gave you there is like, it will get you a cost of $5 per aligner. Like that's like an average. Is, you know, it can go from $5.50 to $6, something like that. But let's just say it's like $10 to $12 per set. So average case of 20 aligners will be about $200. And this is obviously comprehensive. If you have an easy case that, you know, you just need 6 to 10 aligners, then, you know, it's even cheaper. But I'm just doing like a comprehensive case, 20 aligners, about $200 for the first 20 aligner set. If you start 10 cases in a month, that is $2,000 to do all of the aligners for the case. So think about this. $2,000 is what? Almost the cost of one case. So you are really paying 10 times more for your aligners right now. So you are paying 10 times more for your aligners. Why are we doing this? I still don't understand why you're not making your own aligners. So the average lab cost, including a lab technician, is about $5,000 a month. Think about that. That's if you sell one case, that's it. You pay your lab bill, and you can do as many aligners as you want. I'll tell you that that's how much I pay every month, about a $5K a month. And I can do as many cases as I want, night guards, stands, bonding stands, you name whatever you want. It's gonna be about $5,000. So, I mean, this is really, for me, a no-brainer. So think about this. You're paying 10 times more for your aligners. So $20,000 investment is really nothing. If you think about that $20,000 and you're charging an average to $5,000 to $6,000 per aligner case, that means that you will have to do about maybe 3 to 4 cases to be able to pay for this. I mean, really, that is nothing. So I would like to encourage all of you to do your aligners in your office. That will be amazing. You will increase your profits and it will make everyone very happy. I hope that I have really blown away your mind with what you learned today about do-it-yourself in-office aligners. And I would like to invite you to register on our membership to GIS Ortho. So go ahead and sign up. And if you need to contact me, you can contact me at hello@gisortho.com, or you can call on this phone number, 713-997-0459. I would like to also remind you that our next webinars are August 27th. The webinars are every other Tuesday at 6:30, and the one in August 27th, we are going to talk about deep overbite with aligners, which a lot of people have asked me questions about. And on September 10th, we are going to have a real-time built in your office Do-It-Yourself in Office Aligners webinar. So register and sign up for our webinars, and it's been a pleasure. I'll talk to you soon, and get it straight.